everybody, welcome back. Today we're making a dandy quilt block, and I think I might have done this one before, but this one's going to be a 9-inch block and Valentine's Day. So I looked it up. I didn't find one, but I could have swore I did it before. But anyways, for that you're going to need, I have 4 different fabrics. I chose these because, well, it was a fat quarter bundle, all but the red and the pink. These two came in a fat quarter bundle, and my next, I think 8 blocks are going to be Valentine's Day, so I'm going to use that same fat quarter bundle for them. So I need 2 4-inch squares out of what I picked as hearts, 2 4-inch squares out of red. Those are going to be half square triangles. 1 3.5-inch square out of red, 4 3.5-inch squares out of the pink, and 8 2-inch squares out of this plaid that I have. So for these two, again, we're going to make them into half square triangles, and I've already done the other ones. You've seen me do them. We're just going to turn it into that. So we're just going to, and this time these are pretty small. I'll be honest with you, I didn't even pin them. I'm getting gutsy in my old age, I guess. I just cut them down through. And we're going to go sew them up. I'm not even going to pin those, but I'm going to leave it set there for a minute. Next, we're going to take this and these two. So our 3.5-inch square in pink and our 2-inch plaids, and we're going to turn that into these. So I actually didn't pin these either. I'm just going to lay it like that. I want the dark side there, so I'm going to lay it like that actually. Didn't pin it, and I'm just going to sew corner to corner. And I'm going to do that one first, so then I can do the other one at the end of these. So we're going to take this one over there and sew it down. Start at the corner, and I didn't mark it either. I'm using the diagonal seam tape. But if you're new or you don't have that, draw a line from corner to corner, and you'll just sew down on that line. Then we're going to sew up our half square triangles. And they do move a little bit on me when I move them over here, but honestly, they move that much when I pinned them too. So I decided just go with it. Alright, I'm going to cut these two off. I'm going to leave that last half square triangle on there for now. And I'm going to go take this one over, and we're going to prep it for the next one. We're just going to lay our 1/4-inch line right there on the line we stitched and slice it right off. Then I'm going to iron this open because it's there, and well, why not? We'll trim those in a minute. I'm just going to iron that open, and then we're going to lay this other one on there the other way, and we're going to go sew that down corner to corner just like the last one. Line it up with my red line on my diagonal seam tape. I went a little bit off, but whatever. Now let's cut them both off and go get them fixed. This was the biggest part of it, because now we just have to put it together after this. Let's cut this. Lay that right there, right on our stitch line. Let's move these. Iron that open. I will trim that off just because it is extra, and the only reason I know that is because if I lay my 1/4-inch line across the dot, the point there, it is extra there. So if you lay your 1/4-inch there on the point, anything after that you don't need. So those 4 are done. Let's trim these two down to 3.5 inches. Now Now the book did call for these to be like 3 7/8, but I ain't about that life. So I cut them at 4. But if you have the book, I did adjust it. And again, this is going to make a 9-inch block. And I'm going to do my next 8 with this fabric. And I'm going to make a table runner with it. I'm sorry, I didn't talk you through that at all. So we're lining up our diagonal line right there on our seam line. As close to this edge as possible, with still trimming some off. So it'll still be straight. Or it'll come out straight. Then we'll flip it around, line up our diagonal line again, and our 3.5-inch point down here at the bottom. And that should line up your 3.5-inch lines on both sides. And you should still have a little bit to trim off, which I did. So there's all our blocks. Now let's lay it out. So this one we didn't do anything with. That's our middle. Let's get it out now. That is our middle. These are our corners. And our hearts are going to go on the outside of them. I'm not used to little blocks. Look how cute. And this is our centerpieces. So it will have a star. And there it is. So let's just sew our rows together. Fold these over. I'm not going to pin them because, well, they're small. But if you're not comfortable with it, if you can't keep it straight, by all means pin. So we're going to go over and I'm just going to do the first row and then I'll come back and iron it open and we'll look again and then we'll do the other part. So let's head on over. If you saw that first thing there, I was practicing some of my decorative stitches. I don't know if I'll quilt this with them or not, but I was thinking about it. We'll see. And grab our last one. I haven't done a 3 block in a while. Or 3 by 3. I'm used to those 2 ones, so this is a different kind of experience again. Let's put this on there. Cut it off. Cut that off. Let's go iron them open. Actually, let's cut them apart. You don't have to, but I'm gonna iron this one to the red, which is the middle. And then these 2 will go towards this part, the half square triangle. That one's the top one because we want those to go to the red. I don't know, this pink and red is a big difference in them. I'm not sure I picked it very well, but it's done now. So we're just going to fold these over then and sew down through just like we did before, and then we'll come back and iron them open. And then we'll just have to sew our rows together. Well, that point's not going to hit. I can see it now. We're going to cut them apart because that's what I did. And the middle one open to the inside. I'm not sure how I did that. See, it's smaller, but whatever. Once it's sewn in, nobody's going to tell. Well, you guys might because, you know, you were here with me, but, you know, whatever. So now these are actually the same. So it really doesn't matter, but as long as you put them like that and not like that, because that is wrong. So there it is. Let's fold this down. We're going to pin at this seam and at this one. And at the end. And let's throw one in the beginning. Because then we're just going to flip it up. And flip this. And we're going to pin this side too. Pin the seam. And while we're here, I'm just going to pin the end. Then we'll pin this seam. See, it matches up, so I'm not sure what I did, but you know, whatever. And then we'll pin the beginning. And now we're going to just go sew them both up. And then we're done. Pull those out. I do like to pull them out as I go. I really don't know how other people do it, but cut the starter off, fold it open, and we're going to go to the other side. Alright, that's it. Let's go see it. I'm going to iron it to the inside for no other reason than that's what I chose. I don't think I'm used to these little blocks. Maybe that's why I did it a little wonky, but we'll see. I'll get used to them. The next 8 or, well, the next 7 after this are going to be like that. See, and then I might put a decorative stitch all the way around it. I like it. Ooh, I thought I chose wrong on that, but I really like it. There it is. It's called a dandy quilt block. Let me know what you think, and I will see y'all next time.